Taxes are the lifeblood of this nation. Collecting taxes is a thankless job. As officers and agents of the Internal Revenue Service, we are more than just an arm of the government. We are the heart and hands of the United States Treasury. There is, however, an increasing number who willfully disregard their obligation, resist the payment of taxes, and even openly criticize the Internal Revenue Service. Washington and all of us are gravely concerned over this growing contempt for taxes. Agents are herewith directed to discourage non-compliance through investigation, prosecution, and other statutory sanctions within our broad authority.
It'd be cheaper to buy the store.
Start by paying this. $440 for the last stuff. Bounced higher than a kite.
It bounced?
It's been attached.
What do you mean attached?
I mean, your bank account has been seized under orders from the IRS.
They can do that? See, it's simple. I've got over $600 in the account.
Nothing is simple.
You had me do this one last week.
Yes, but this won't work. Look, when you do 885F manually, you can't fill out 25 through 29 on 5226.
It doesn't
so
say
please,
that.
please, just do it again. Now listen, it's my break. She'll take care of you over here.
But I have a...
What did you want now?
Well, I just explained it all to the... I'm Harry Johnson.
And you're whose attorney, Mr. Johnson?
No. I'm here for myself. Could I talk to somebody, please?
It says here that Mr. Hamill, the guy you're supposed to... Well, he's not here today.
He's auditing my books, and he hasn't the slightest idea why my bank account has been attached.
You have to pay your taxes, Mr. Johnson.
You ought to see Hamill's supervisor.
Thank you.
Not without the file. It would be impossible. But you'll be notified.
What do you mean notified? Are you going to give me a note to buy groceries? I'm sorry, but how do I run my business?
Well, you'll have to excuse me now. But talk to Hamill.
Well, I talked to Hamill. Excuse me, I'd like to talk to the director.
The director's canceled his appointment.
I just need that much time. I have two questions. Look, they have attached my bank.
Just a moment.
I've been around.
Does it occur to you that something else is going on here?
I just want to talk to him for 2 minutes.
There's absolutely no way. Call back next week. I'm sorry. Now, we were, yes. Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Director. My name is Harry Johnson. I have been in this building for 3 hours trying to...
Who is this, Rodney?
Do that? Yes, I can. I
can.
can.
What's going on up there?
Been in this building for 3 hours trying to talk to somebody about... I'm trying to... Let me talk to the machine. You can't go in there. I'm sorry to barge in on you like this, but something is happening that I can't...
Rodney, call security.
Oh, please, Mr. Director, my name is Harry Johnson, and for 3 hours I've been...
I know who you are, Johnson. You were here before.
No, that's something else. Look, I have been under an...
Taxes, Mr. Johnson, are what we pay for civilized society. It is the duty of every citizen to properly report and fully pay his fair share of that responsibility. And the measures this office takes are legal, fair, and necessary.
Wait, there's some mistake here.
If there is a mistake, Mr. Johnson, your cooperation in the Beverly Payne matter will be very beneficial. Your problems are still little ones.
Roger Scofield.
Hi, Roger. Ernie Solari. Nice to meet you. That's really nice. Look, the main thing I want to avoid is this whole Beverly Payne business, her collapse in the courtroom. All your people promised me you'd let that alone.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Okay, I have some supplementary materials here. Okay, this is a list of the recommended questions that'll bring out the essential points that I want to hit. But these are of particular importance. Excuse me.
Good morning. I'm Roger Scofield, and this is Public View. Last week, a woman collapsed and died in tax court. The new district director of the Internal Revenue Service is here to discuss that and other matters in the Public View.
We worked with Mrs. Payne hand in hand over many years to try and solve some of the problems that she had. It was a sincere effort.
But she did die after an emotional outburst in tax court.
There's no connection. The Internal Revenue Service is the single most important part of the United States government. There are 2 million people who file no income tax returns. So far, they have gone unprosecuted, but we're going to change that. The Constitution simply didn't contemplate the requirements of our contemporary society. Taxes are a part of life, and they will be collected. The so-called power of the IRS is necessary to ensure collections. Some people insist on fighting against the system, but they only destroy themselves. Never have we been in more complete control of tax affairs than we are now. And we intend to keep moving in that direction. We still have a few small problems.
I have something to say.
Turn around here on two. Right here, sir.
I declare war on the Internal Revenue Service of the United States. I'm challenging the right of the IRS to assess, harass, intimidate, and seize property of the citizens without due process. I'm challenging the right of the IRS to destroy people. People like Beverly Payne. Look at that. Look at that. The God that gave us life gave us liberty. At the same time, I think that most of you people will understand that what I'm
New
doing
show or
today
something?
is trying to keep those liberties alive. I declare war on the IRS and all the little men who have become their tyrants. At the same time, I think most of you people will understand.
Mommy, come here. Dad's on television.
We Americans have risen up against tyranny before, and we will patriot, we will gain the inevitable triumph, so help us God. It's time that somebody did something.
He tried to kill me, you idiot! I am the federal government! And no! Oh!
Nobody says boo to the press but me. Got it? You guys leak this thing, and you're going to be patrolling school crossings.
No, I assure you that Mr. Solera has the matter well in hand.
Mr. Solera,
Hello.
Treasury Department.
How's your wife?
Yeah.
There's 3 more from the press here.
Polly, no statements. I want those people out of here. They get nothing. And listen, that's another thing. I want a total blackout on this thing. No statements, nothing. Oh, no, hey, don't worry about her. She won't let us down.
I'm sorry I missed that.
What the devil have you done? Do you realize what you have started? You could be single-handedly responsible for the destruction of income taxes in our country.
Call you back.
But this whole damn system works on a bluff. You know that. Once it's blown, we go back to a constitutional government, Ernie. You'll be selling shoes. Why did you let her die in our court?
Don't be ridiculous. Where would he get a landmine?
Where'd he get a tank?
Oh, come on, he's bluffing. Sitting ducks are all around us. Get out of here. Will you come? Let me come. Will you come?
Major, I insist that you continue. That man must be brought into custody. There are no hostages.
You shut up. Please shut up. Why in the hell did they ever send a woman out here anyway?
My sex is not an issue here, Major.
It most certainly isn't. Stand by for hostage negotiation.
Major, do you realize that that man has assaulted federal officers, rescued government property under force of arms?
The only thing that I realize, Crowley, is that I just might be on the wrong side in this war.
Informed sources here say the hostages are actually Johnson's family, who have joined him in this courageous last battle to keep his home. There have been no formal charges, as far as we can tell, no court orders, only demands from the IRS, and they've refused comment. All America is watching tonight. Some here call this Harry's War. But could it be that he is actually fighting for us all?
Mr. Solera, why did you claim Johnson was
Who
why
actually
the
owns
cover
the
out?
house? You or probate? Come on, guys. I've had no time to prepare a statement.
Give us one statement.
Okay. One comment, that's it, okay? The Internal Revenue Service, in the interests of Mr. Johnson's privacy, has made every effort to handle this very difficult problem quietly. But Harry Johnson is a sick man. He's a dangerous man. He has repeatedly violated the law. He has abused his rights. He's refused to cooperate. And he's taken this final, desperate, illegal, self-destructive course. Huh?
Has he actually broken the law or just the IRS code?
Gentlemen, I'm here to try and save some hostages, all right? I just cooperated with you. Now, please.
That's the new district director of the Internal Revenue Service.
Someone broke security.
Leave you with this stupid. If the press gets to him, do you realize what you've done?
No questions cleared.
Get back! Get back! He's crazy. He's a madman.
I'm no madman. I admit that I'm a little angry, but I've never been more sane, or seen things more clearly, or understood things so well.
You said you wanted to make a deal?
I want an honest hearing.
You got it. Give you my word, I promise.
You promise? What are you talking about? Who are you to promise me anything? Are you a judge? You tried to prosecute me. Are you trying to judge me now, too? I want them to judge.
You're ridiculous. That's impossible. It's illegal.
Illegal? A trial by a jury of my peers, that's guaranteed to me by the Constitution. Is the IRS more important than that?
Look, Johnson.
Is the IRS above the Constitution of the United States, Mr. Solera? Okay. The case of Harry Johnson versus the Internal Revenue Service. You can all see the government case. I'm looking right down the barrel of it. My case is so simple it frightens people like this. With all their might and machinery and rules and confusion, they never bother with the one fact that's so simple. Who told them they could tax us? Who gave them the power to tax us? Did you? I didn't. I'm not at war with this country. I'm not even particularly against taxes. But when Mr. Solera and his people think they have the right to come in here and seize my property without the due process of law, well, something's the matter. If I were accused of murder, I'd have more legal rights than I knew what to do with. But when the IRS audits you, they make you think you don't have any rights at all. They make their own laws, and they administer them, and they enforce them, and they prosecute them, and they judge them. All that power in one place, boy. Hitler would have loved the IRS. So would Napoleon and Caesar. They'd understand it. I don't. Government doesn't have any right to do anything but what we give it. And they're supposed to protect us from what the IRS is doing in the name of government. That's what this is all about. That's all.